I want to show you today how to do a double line winch pull. It's basically doubling the power of the winch. And we're going to use it on this hill here, which is really steep, it's really rutted out, and it's basically going to take all of the power of the winch to get the Bundiera up here. So that the car can get over this rock, I've chopped those rocks in there. What I'm actually going to do is steer a bit right so that I can try and stay off this, because what I don't want to have happen is that my side step on that side gets munted when the rear comes up to it. All right, what have we got here? A whole raft of great gear. Now, these are we need quite a bit of gear to do a recovery like this, but it's all important and it's all so that we can do it safely. What we're going to start with is an equalizer strap. Basically, this is designed so that we can share the load of the winch operation across both my recovery points. So we simply put the bow shackle through the eye like that, get it down under there, tighten that up. All right, yeah, I'll show you. Come down here, I'll show you what I'm doing on this side. You'll be able to see. Okay. Just you always put the eye through that part of the bow shackle, really important. And always make sure that your bow shackles are rated. They've got to have WWL or SWL written on them. And that means that they're being tested and designed for the job. Okay, so that's our equalizer strap. That's going to spread the load over the 2 points. So what's going to happen, I'm going to take the hook all the way up the top here, go through a snatch block, which is this device here, go through that, comes back, and we're going to hook this hook back onto this point here. Let's go and do the top side now. Right, now, so we need our cable, bow shackle, and our snatch block at this point. And then we're going to take the air damper and the extension strap up to this tree over here and hook it around the tree. Come on. Okay, so we put the air damper about midway. That's going to be protecting this extension strap. All right, now we take the extension strap around the tree. Grab the two ends and we'll even it up. Now, the reason we use a strap around a tree is so we don't ring bark the tree. As four-wheel drivers, we're environmentalists. We like to look after the bush. So we put that there, and now it's always good to get these twists out of it. Just make sure we don't end up with any knots or anything like that. There we go. Okay. Right, I've got a little bit of a problem. My winch cable gets me to there. It's actually got to get through the snatch block there, all the way back down to the car, so I actually need more equipment. So I'm going to get another strap and extend this purple one even a bit further so that my snatch block's closer to the vehicle. So my winch cable is long enough. Follow that? You'll see it later. We'll explain it all. It'll all be clear. Firstly, this snatch block here has got a plastic wheel in the middle. Now that's quite important because it's actually designed for this sort of synthetic rope. As opposed to a wire rope, you wouldn't use this snatch block on a wire rope, just saying that. All right, basically when we put a pulley into a system like this, we double the winch's power, okay? And we also slow the winch down by about half. So it's a really cool technique to increase the capacity of your winch. So in extreme winching situations like this is the safest way to not only recover the vehicle, but it's also a safe way to make sure we're not overworking our equipment like the winch and the batteries, okay? So we're going to set that up. The way we do that, open the snatch block up like that, lay your cable through it like that, then join the two eyes back together. See that? Now that rope can travel around that pulley, nice and easy. Then we just get our bow shackle. Better put the strap through the bow first, otherwise it won't work, will it? Okay, back up through there. And we join it all up like that. Back that bow shackle off just a quarter of a turn. All right, so now the tree I'm recovering off is way up there. but I've actually got 2 of these extension straps in place. My rated bow shackle, my snatch block. All I have to do now is take the hook down and hook it onto the equaliser strap, then I'm ready to recover. So we just hook the hook onto the equaliser strap like that. Now the last thing we need to do, we've got to get our air dampers. Always use your air dampers. If you don't have store-bought things like this, that's fine. Just go and get a shirt or a blanket or a jacket, something like that. Put it on the cables, just like this. Because we're doing double line pull, I've got 2, 1 for each line. A little trick as well, because we're on such a steep climb, make sure you clamp the cable into that Velcro really good to try and make it stay in place. Otherwise, what happens is the damper gets on the flying fox and you've got to go and get it again. It's a bit of a pain. Put them in the middle third of your cable. All right, so just like that, and that'll stay there. Beautiful. All right, here we go. So we're getting up over that rock, and I'm keeping a little bit of drive power on, just the tiniest bit. I really want the winch to do most of the work. See, even on a double line pull, that winch is stalling out. It is struggling. There we go. Now when you're doing a long winch like this and a heavy winch, make sure you rest your winch and get the battery time to recover. So that's a roundabout winch for a minute, rest for about 5, they say. I don't necessarily wait that long, but certainly give it a rest. Okay, we got over that rock and we didn't mump the side step. Yoo-hoo! One of the things when you're winching like this, especially with synthetic cables, protect the cables from rocks. They can cut quite easy. Yeah, there you go, I'm up. How good is that? I absolutely love doing technical winching like that. Now, I hope that double line pull stuff has really helped you get the confidence to go out and do some great wheeling and use your forward right now. I don't expect you to do stuff like this. That's fine, there's no pressure to do it. But if you want to, at least you know how to do it safely. I'm MadMatt. Stay safe on the trails.